This Monero Matteo video is sponsored by Cake Wallet. Safely store, send, receive, and trade your Monero on Cake Wallet on Android and iOS. Alright guys, back in nature. My friend who sent me the pirate chain so I could buy the GoPro, it arrived today. I'm not using it right now because it came with like a whole bunch of memory cards and accessories, so I have to figure a lot of stuff out with that, and I just haven't had the time. But thank you again, and thank you to everyone who's supporting the channel so that I can upgrade the tech. Josh, we got some lights, brother. We got some lights to make the lighting a little better in the studio. The GoPro is going to be key. Maybe I'll use the GoPro as a camera because I just use like this little cruddy webcam, but all is good in the hood. Things are getting better. Our community is growing, and for all those who just came from the Money Today show, welcome. We love the Money Today show. Great guy over there, great guy. And you know, it's good to have people like him in our community, and it's good that we can link together because ultimately, guys, this is about more than money. It's about just connecting with people who want to talk truth, who want to talk God, and who just want to be on the right side of things. And I think that's what we do here in our community. And just a quick comment, it's rather fascinating. You know, I think that we do have a niche community here. I think that there are a lot of people in the Monero community who maybe are a little skeptical of what we're doing here. By the way, I'm gonna have to be swatting out spider webs, you know, because I'm like the trailblazer, I guess. A lot of trails that I go on aren't often hiked, as I suppose I was about to allude to the Monero thing. But look at these birds, whoa! Look at these big birds. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Yo, dude. That is awesome. This is all, yeah, okay, see you. Let's go chill down here for a little bit. This is fun. Whoa. This is amazing. I just ruined their little picnic. I feel a little bit bad now. That's the Monero community running from our channel. Yo, I'm messing. But I'll tell you what's interesting. Oh, wow, look at this. This is beautiful. Look at this. Wow. Wow. Okay. Now they're all huddling up there. It's a nicer spot anyway. You get the altitude, you get the high point. Okay, well, back to what we were talking about here. It's interesting, right? Because we talk about more than just Monero here. We talk about Christ, we talk about our love for Western civilization, and we get a little conspiratorial some things. And so, you know, some people may be a little turned off to that. There was this one guy, I remember, maybe Josh and Miki and some of you other earlier adopters, maybe you remember that, but there's a guy who consistently commented on our channel, and he's just like, oh, this channel is like conspiratorial, dude, not my Monero. And then, you know, I started talking about Christ, and that just took him to the next level. He's just like, oh, now you're talking about Jesus. Oh man, how are you into Monero? This is for smart people, you know what I mean? And you know, I had conversations with him, you know, I kept it cool, but there's a couple things that he said. Because in one of our Christian videos, we were talking about how morality is objective and it's set by, you know, a natural law, which is, you know, given to us by God. The law and our perception of it comes from our conscience. And that's what the law is supposed to be about. The law is supposed to be the codification of our intuition about right and wrong, which is given to us by the grace of God. And he was like, oh, who are you to say that? He actually said this, by the way. He's like, who are you to say that pedophilia is wrong? He actually said that. And I'm like, what? He's just like, oh, well, different cultures have different ways of doing things, dude. I mean, you can't say that any one culture is doing something right or wrong. And of course, in that very moment, he's saying that I'm wrong, right, for saying that other people can be wrong about things, right? So, you know, not very logical, but I was like, look, dude, I like that you're into Monero, but if you're going to be on this channel to say that pedophilia isn't wrong, okay, maybe this isn't the place for you. Okay, like, that's not exactly the crowd that we're trying to source here. We here love Christ, we love morality, we love nature, we love Western civilization, and it's about more than just Monero. It's about freedom, it's about getting right with truth and living a good life, and Monero helps us do that. And so a lot of people, they look at what we're doing here and they're like, you know, maybe not so on board with that, but that's fine. You know, I'm going to support him either way, because, you know, if you support Monero, you're supporting the freedom of people here on Earth, and I think that's great, whether or not you're on board with us about everything else that we talk about here. And one ironic thing that I've noticed, though, is that I think that more Pirate Chain people may support this channel than Monero people, which is crazy. And I'm not being passive aggressive or anything like that. Everyone's doing their own thing. That's fine, man. But like, it's just something that I've noticed. We have a lot of Pirate Chain people comment on our videos. We have a lot of support from people in that community. And I just came out with a poll yesterday of, you know, I was like, hey, list your favorite privacy coin. And a lot of you saw this poll. It got us followed by the Crypto Vigilante. Great work you do over there. We love Jeff Berwick here. Great guy. Rafael Laverde, I think is his name. What's up? You're cool too. But yeah, a lot of people saw the poll, and like, people voted for Pirate Chain in big numbers. And so here's just one thing I want to comment, right? I want to say that Monero is still going to be the flag that we fly under this channel until it's proven to just not be a good privacy coin, which I don't think is ever going to happen. It's very scalable, it's very secure, it's regulatorily in compliance, and it's ready for mass adoption. It is ripe for the world taking it on. And, you know, the marketplaces online in the uber-goober parts of the internet, they still take Monero. They don't really do Pirate Chain. I mean, maybe that'll start to happen. But Monero is still number one as far as transaction volume for all the privacy coins. Freedom coins. I'm trying to change that, right? That's what we're all about, freedom coins. Doesn't really matter the privacy element. Well, what am I saying? Of course it does. But not in that context, right? We're about freedom. We're not about like being secret and doing dark things, right? But here's the thing. You need community, right? You need a people who are excited about a project and are making memes and are having fun and are, you know, trying to bring people into a way of life. And, you know, it could be that a pirate's life is for me, you know? And so, yeah, I love the Pirate Chain project. I love the community. And I said this in a tweet a while back. I said that it could be that Pirate Chain goes nuclear because in the cryptocurrency sphere, a lot of coins become adopted and become popular because of their memeability, right? Like Monero, we've got some okay memes, but we got to work on the meme game a little bit. The Pirate Chain people, they got those memes together, dude. It's an entire meme, and it's based on a pretty good coin. Now, there are some concerns I have with it that I'm going to address with Draith, who's going to be coming on the program. We're going to be interviewing him, which is going to be great. And there are some things that Arctic Mind said that I want to get more clarification on. How is it protected from 51% attacks? I know that there's a delayed proof of work element to that. I'm a little bit concerned that there is a max supply, there's no tail emission, and it's not proof of stake. And so I am concerned as to how miners are going to be incentivized to mine into the future. That's another concern that I have. I'm concerned that so much of it has been mined already in the last 2 years. I think that's a concern for a lot of people in our community. But ultimately, like, I don't make things complicated. I'm not a maximalist for any currency, even though I'm Monero Matteo. And I love Monero the best, and I think it's got the best opportunity ahead if we work on the memes. But, like, for me, it's about the end goal. For me, it's about just getting financial freedom and creating a parallel economic system that we can unload or onboard people to, so that they can be hedged against what's coming, where we're starting to see that people need certain IDs and need certain passports in order to engage in the new regulatory economy, which is coming out. And I think that Monero is doing a lot to help that out. You know, we've got Havana, we've got atomic swaps coming out, which is going to make a lot of people move off the exchanges to these private decentralized peer-to-peer exchanges, which is fantastic. But ultimately, guys, at the end of the day, if a coin works and it can be used to help people transact off the system in private with whoever it is that they want to in a free market way, and we love free markets here. And yes, I've become less libertarian over the years. And I'm not saying I'm a Christian theocrat, but you know, maybe a response to satanic globalism is a kind of Christian nationalism. Could be, could be. I am still looking into the arguments of that, but my background is sort of anarcho-capitalistic. I was an anarcho-capitalist for many years. And so I am still free market oriented. I love free markets. And with everything going on right now, I think free markets are more important than ever. Not on like the macro sense, but on the micro sense. With you and I just trading back and forth with each other without having all these crazy third parties get in the way, right? I think that's what cryptocurrency was originally all about. And I think people lost the plot with that a while ago and started to get obsessed over the gains. But I think there is a lot of people in the core community who still have the initial ideal alive. And there was one of those great people who came into contact with me. He helped me set up my Zano wallet, which is another project I've become interested in. Go check out Zano, guys. A lot of volume over the last couple of days. I think it was number 4 for volume on TradeOgre just today. And so we're starting to see moves happen there. And based on the transactions I've done with Zano already, very fast, very fast. And it looks like Roger Ver is supporting the project. He's always been about digital cash. I have a lot of respect for Roger Ver. I think his ideal has always been the same, which is to have peer-to-peer digital cash. Maybe he's recognized how important privacy is, and so he's moved on to maybe a new project like Zano. I think he's still Bitcoin Cash, but I think he's starting to realize, you know, privacy is pretty important. It's pretty key in this new environment that we're in. It's pretty key for fungibility. And there are some scaling things which need to be considered, which I think Zano has taken the proof of stake, proof of work hybrid model. I would need to look into that a little bit more. I'd need to learn a little bit more about that. Again, if you know somebody who knows a little bit about Zano, I'd love to interview them. I'd love to interview Roger Ver. But guys, don't make it complicated. It's all about freedom. It's all about creating a parallel economic system. And the more coins that we have which can successfully do that, the better. The better. Let's not have internal conflicts. Let's not be bickering with each other. Unless, you know, there is a scam coin out there that everybody's getting into, and this can be verified and evidenced. In that case, like, show me. If people say, and people have said, hey, you're promoting a scam coin, it's just like, cool, show me a link. And then I'll bring in other people who know about the crypto, and I'll be like, okay, could you adequately respond to this? Like, I'm an open book, guys. I'm not trying to, like, I don't have enough money, okay, to pump any coin and have it, like, profit me immensely. I mean, even if Dero goes to, like, $1 million, right? That is not going to affect my, well, it'll be nice, okay? $1 million, whoa, that's a big move. But, you know, it doesn't really matter how much money I have in my life. I live a simple life, you know, as you can see. I'm a country boy from Georgia. I don't need too much. I'm a simple guy. I just like freedom. That's not going to mean that the markets and the gains aren't going to excite me on a primal level, because of course they will. I think they excite everybody on a primal level. I try to keep that in check. That is a temptation that I think all of us struggle with, that I try to subordinate to my love of freedom. And so, yes, I have stocks too. Yes, I invest in certain companies. I don't look at financial statements and things like that. And I don't think it's wrong to play the game and try to win in the markets, right? Now, I'm not saying get into options. There's a funny saying. It's sort of analogous to people who are learning how to fly. It's like there are old pilots, there are bold pilots, but there are no old, bold pilots, you know? And so it similarly goes with options. You know, there are old options traders, there are bold options traders, there are no old, bold options traders, right? So be careful out there, be careful in these markets, be careful also in the crypto markets. They're very volatile, they're very all over the place, right? But back to our point, keep it simple. Keep it simple. Just, we want freedom to win. That's why we're all here. That's what the crypto movement was supposed to be all about. And I think that is the main point I wanted to make today. Pretty short video. Let's think of other things that I wanted to talk about. I think that was the main thing. I love all the communities out there that are working to make this thing happen. We love Cake Wallet, by the way. Cake Wallet, sponsor the channel. I need to make a video as to how you could buy crypto off Cake Wallet, because that's one of the most common questions that I get is, how do you get crypto in these privacy spaces privately? And to that, the best answer I have, guys, at this point, because I've heard that people are struggling with KuCoin to open up accounts, which is news to me. I've had friends successfully sign up for KuCoin. I've successfully signed up for KuCoin. I don't know why people are having trouble. I don't know if they've initiated a new program and are abiding by new regulations. I'm not sure what's happening. But next best option, guys, Cake Wallet. Just send your Bitcoin to Cake Wallet, flip it there. Cool. Cool. Or Trade Ogre. But I don't know Trade Ogre, right? I mean, I have a hard time advocating for Trade Ogre because it's kind of a sketchy exchange, right? It could be, as far as I understand, run by a guy in his pajamas, you know, smoking a bong rip and then send your transactions through. I don't know how it works. So I am a little bit taken aback to telling people to go to Trade Ogre, because at any point it could be like you go to tradeogre.com and it's got like one of those big FBI logos on it. It's just like, this website has been seized by the federal authorities. You know, I don't know. But Cake Wallet. Cake Wallet's key. What else do I want to talk about? Yes, I think that's it. We're out here in nature. We're loving nature. Take a look at all this. Take a look at God's beauty all around us. And guys, if you're looking for great orthodoxy content, I check out Church of the Divine Logos. Some news that I have for you guys today is we're going to have Jay Dyer on the podcast. So or why do I call it a podcast? We're gonna have him on the show. And so if you have any questions you would like me to ask Jay, feel free to get in touch. Jay is a great guy, great warrior for Christ. We're going to talk about crypto too, because he's pretty new to crypto. And guys, again, we've been doing great work behind the scenes. I have been having calls with people who are high net worth and who are very smart. And they're getting into these projects. They're getting into Monero. They're getting into Pirate Chain. So again, support our community. Like, we're doing great things. We're making changes on the base level. And one thing that I may do as soon as I get the GoPro up and running is I may go to shops and I might say, hey, have you heard about Monero? This thing right here. You mind if I buy this in Monero? That's what we need to do. Like, we need to go out there to shops and we need to go like Chris Guy, you know what I mean? And say, hey, universal non-compliance. They're making a new economic system. You want to be part of our economic system? Building a new one. Now, I hope this doesn't get me like Gaddafi'd. I hope I don't wake up one day with a big old bayonet in my bum, but you know, we gotta do what we gotta do. We gotta do what we gotta do. And ultimately, all is well with Christ. Everything happens according to his will. And so guys, just do the right thing. Just work for freedom, work for liberty, work for Christ, and all things will be awesome. All things will be well. So, thank you to everyone new who's following the channel. The digital currency group videos are coming, I promise. We've been perhaps a little bit slow to getting that out, and I've been teasing you guys, saying that that's going to be coming out soon. I know there's just so much more information I'm running into every single day, but hopefully that happens. Tonight I have a conversation with Alan, who's going to be a regular on the show. We're going to be posting those over on Odyssey, so make sure you follow us over on Odyssey. That's where some of the more based videos go. That, you know, we don't want to tempt YouTube on with some of the things that we talk about. And so guys, that's it. Enjoy life. Enjoy what you have while you have it. And check out an Orthodox church if you get the opportunity. This is something that I tell everybody. Check out an Orthodox church if you get the opportunity. I think that you'll find an interesting spirit there, and maybe you'll find some value. So, with that said, guys, check out the donation links below in the description section. We take Bitcoin, Cardano, Monero, Pirate Chain, Dero, Zano now. We added Zano. Go ahead and check us out on the social media links. Check out our Patreon. We've got the Lightning Network reports there behind the paywall. 15 pages of good stuff. And yeah, we'll see you guys soon. God bless. Monero Matteo, out.